Solid bit of power coming in, 190 watts each. See if it'll focus here. There we go, 190, 197, 190, almost 600 watts. We're doing pretty good. This shuts off at 50 volts. I gotta adjust again. Shuts off at 50 volts. It goes up to 66 with these batteries, and I haven't ran out of power yet. I probably was close last night, but it never shut down. So everything's working nicely, and I have a good feeling we're gonna be fully charged today. So 5.5 kilowatts back into the batteries. We just got a crap ton of snow, and it's like a sticky freezing snow to everything, and we have no power. Well, you can see exactly how much snow we got. And I'm here cleaning off the panels so we get some power, because I practically, well, yesterday was up rain all day, so I only had a little bit of power in the power wall left last night. We went to use it and there's no power. So I'm using the big gel bank and the magnesine inverter. We're making breakfast, we're toasting stuff and doing all kinds of stuff on it. But I would like to get some power in, so that's what I'm up to. So, power's still out. This thing has 120 and 240, so I'm using this and I'm not using the smaller ones because, as I found out here in the country, I got a well with a pump and it's 200 feet deep. Big, really deep well, so I got a really high powered pump to pump all that water up to me, and it takes a lot of power at 240. I'm gonna be testing this, but yeah. And there's 2 refrigerators, 2 freezers in the house, and a bunch of crap running, and this is all running off the gel batteries. And we got lots of power coming in on the power wall. We're getting charged. We were dead this morning, but after shoveling the panels off, even in this cloudy conditions, I'm getting quite a bit of power coming in. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. So we've had a power outage since 2 a.m. this morning. It is now almost 5. And this is my setup for power. That's from the 3000 watt reliable electric power wall, the lithium power wall, 5.5 kilowatts. That runs the microwave, toaster oven, coffee maker. One at a time, preferably. And then the fridge is running off the house, which is the magnesine pure sine wave inverter, and the power from that is coming in through these 2 extension cords through the door, which they're plugged in. One extension cord is plugged into one side of the leg on the inverter, so 120 on one side, 120 on the other side. Both of them together are 240. And then it comes down here, and I made one of everybody's little favorite suicide cords. All I did was solder it and tape it up real good. The ground, everything's hooked up. This is not recommended. Your main breaker of your house has to be off when you're doing this. If you don't, you could electrocute a linesman or destroy your inverter. There's lots of things you could do. It's just very dangerous. You got to be very cautious. But what I did was, there's a little prong, so you flip the breaker over and there's this little metal prong. I bent it up so nobody can turn it on unless I take pliers and unbend it, which I'm going to have to do when the power comes back on. But I just got it plugged in to where the dryer outlet is, and I have both legs limited to 12 amps. Which isn't a whole lot of power, I've been realizing. So it's 24 amps total for the entire house. It's because I have 2 circuit breakers, one on each side, which pop really easy if you go over 12 amps. So 24 amps total. I got freezer, fridge upstairs,
freezer in the other room. I have this bar fridge, but it's not running. So I got 4 fridges. This is a 40 amp 240 electric hot water heater. The inverter actually does run this, which is nuts, but it takes way too much power. Even my massive battery bank would be depleted in no time if I ran this, so I disabled that. So the reason why I hooked this up is here, when we have no power, we have no water, and we need water. So that's just hooked up temporarily until I can get the system properly hooked up straight to the panel. Now I'm going to take you outside. We're going to look at the system. Got nice and sunny out. That's nice. I'm not running any generators or anything because I got solar. Let's turn the light on. Woo! All right. So we got 2 systems running. We got the Powerwall system. This is running, like I said, the microwave, toaster oven, a coffee maker. I might throw the fridge on it as well. We'll see. And it is pretty well fully charged. We got, 66 volts. Yeah, it's fully charged. So we got 200, 300, about 350 watts coming in. It's starting to limit power. There we are. This thing's a beast. It's actually, I really like this thing. As long as it lasts, I may purchase the 6,000 watt, but we'll see. Not using this one still. This one's on. This thing's awesome. So this is my setup. It's the mess because I was hooking this up with flashlights. I couldn't see nothing hardly, but I got my Nero home energy monitor hooked up to both legs, so one on each side, so we can get 240. So this socket is one leg, this socket's the other leg. And I just plugged in with 2 extension cords, and that goes downstairs to my basement. And you can see what each leg is taking. This one's not taking a whole lot at the moment, but as soon as the furnace comes on, that one starts taking a lot. That's another thing, I can heat my house with this now. So we're pulling, so it's about 100 watts or more. It's only a 36 power factor. So we're pulling about 600 watts right now. 49.2 volts, 18 amps. It's very cold in here. It's probably like 3 degrees or 2 degrees Celsius. So that's part of the low battery voltage. Plus, like, I was pulling 100 amps at this voltage not too long ago, and yeah, we've been using lots of power today. My wife has cooked some stuff, all kinds of stuff, but yeah, this thing's just laughing. This is an awesome inverter. Having a good test run. These batteries, they were just sitting, they were not charged before doing the test, but like they were charged, but they sat for a while. So that's another reason why the voltage is a little bit low. It's not like they just came off solar charge or anything. But everything's working well, and as long as these last a long time, I'm going to recommend these. I'm going to put a link where to buy them. I love them. It shows on the back, there's lights. It shows which cell is at a balance, and it shows the cell that it balances. And I don't know what kind of charging or balancing current it has, but it works very well. Like, it won't let any cells go over 4.2 volts, which is amazing. Even if it's like 3.8 volts and there's one cell that's higher than the rest, it starts balancing already. It doesn't wait till it's at the top voltage. But yeah, I really like it. I'm gonna replace this one with one of these, I think, just because of the lights. They're about, I think that's about 30 or 40 bucks. I can't remember exactly, but it works really well. I run my current through it as well to my inverter, and same through that one. So between the two, I can run a max of about 40 amps into this at 60 volts. That's about this thing's limit anyways, so. Excuse me. Yeah, everything's working well. Really well. just got to get these hooked up. I want to go pick up 4,000 watts of solar panels, put on there. That'll be nice. 1,000 watts each. They can easily handle that at 24 volts each. But I'm gonna put actually 1,500 watts on each, just because I had at 12 volts I had 750 watts and they had no problems with it, even in the middle of summer. So I'm gonna have 1,500 watts on each of those, and my system's coming along. Hope you guys enjoy these videos.